What's going on, y'all? It's me, Erica. Take this damn scarf off. I put a scarf on at work because it'd be cold as fuck. So I had to ornate. What's going on? I don't know what I just said. I just made up a word. So we've been doing it for centuries. You understand? What are we talking about? Basketball wives or Queen Sugar? What are we talking about? Let's talk about basketball wives. Because it was kind of juicy, but Queen Sugar was good too. But I have both notes, but we're not going to make both notes because I took a lot of notes for both. But I'm going to skip over some shit. Yeah, I don't have that much for basketball wives, so we might be done with basketball wives. Starts off, Shawnee's buying real estate in Inglewood. Okay, and Shawnee and Shaq are friends, and they doing co-parenting, and he was there at the end of the episode, and they were at the restaurant with the kids celebrating Miles getting out of, is it Miles? One of the boys getting, I can't remember the name, Miles getting a clean bill of health to move on and go play basketball again. So that was cute. Shaquille looking directly in the camera. You know, everybody knows he's a jokester and everything. Okay, so Tammy goes and meets with Yolanda Whitaker. If you don't know who that is, that's motherfucking Yo-Yo. Okay, and Tammy has this alter ego that she wants to create at 50 years old. Go for it, girl. Whatever you want to do. She has a English accent, and her little English accent was pretty good. I was like, okay, Tammy. But Tammy, when she does this, and she already is like, you know, the elasticity is compromised in this area. So when she goes like this, it really makes her look like, I don't know, just makes her look old and tired. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. So Kristen and Evelyn and Jennifer get around, and they're like, what is OG so passionate about other people's business for? And you know, Kristen's like, you know, I know that what's her name has been talking about her, and what did she say about her? And she said she called her ugly. Cece called OG ugly and said that OG looked like a man and dressed weird. Oh God, it feels good because I have the air on too. And that she dressed weird too, and that but this was a year ago. So I'm like, okay, it could go both ways. It was before you met her, so of course she's gonna have some catty shit to say because you and OG were into it, and Cece called herself, you know, backing you up. You know what I'm saying? So she was talking about the bitch to you, and now you saving it a year later and gonna use it because you don't like how Cece is moving around and how she is making OG do the leg work for her bullshit. Y'all, I told y'all niggas, he coming home today. I told y'all that lady, see, y'all be mesmerized by, what? I didn't do, what would I do that? What? That's Cece, honey. Them doe eyes got y'all niggas mesmerized, okay? I told y'all niggas that bitch was a dirt bag. I told y'all. She dresses weird and looks like a man. Now, Cece, and you have become, see, it's Cece is cool with Kristen. When Kristen, you know, when they first came on the scene, now Cece is cool with OG, and OG and Kristen don't get along because Cece realizes that OG doesn't like Kristen, and you're having problems with Kristen, so make friends with the girl that, you know, and you made friends with her. You should have told her, bitch, when we first met, and you and Kristen had your issues, I was talking Cash Money shit about you. That's it. I was talking shit, like, be honest, but you don't take accountability, and that's the problem that people have with you. You always trying to figure out how to make it somebody else's issue. You like Jennifer. Jennifer is another one. She don't ever like to take accountability alone. She got to group herself with somebody. She can't do it by herself. Tammy, OG, and Jackie go out. Evelyn and Jen made up. That's what they're talking about. And Tammy it said, I'm not interested in making up with Jennifer because Jennifer is still lying. Okay, so we see a theme with Jennifer here. Jennifer's a lie. It's not fixable, she said. Jackie Jackie tells OG that the song that Phoebe made was about her, and they replayed the tape, the receipts, and roll the receipts, honey, and we saw Phoebe say that. Okay, so OG is like, okay, well, this bitch lied to my face, and I'm gonna ask her again why. So they invited her and Tammy. Jackie invited her and Tammy to Phoebe's show. Phoebe's show is not Phoebe's show. Phoebe is in a showcase. Let's be very, 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 very clear. This is not a show. It was a showcase held down at the Catch. Shout out to the Catch. Shout out to the Catch One, honey. If you guys go online and look at the documentary about the Catch One, it's a gay and lesbian bar ran by this, I can't remember her name, but a lesbian down in Los Angeles. It was a bar that was created so that the gay and lesbian folk of Los Angeles could have a place to go hang out. And the Catch is that's for the old divas, the old school gays and lesbians down in Los Angeles. All right, at the Catch. That's where the showcase was. I was like, okay, y'all. All right, and so what happened? Why you didn't say anything at the time, Jackie? Didn't I say that last week? I said that bitch. Jackie didn't say no. Nobody kept Phoebe honest. Nobody. Instead of somebody saying, well, Phoebe, you said it was about OG. That at that moment, because I don't like Phoebe. I just don't like her, and I just don't like her. Anyway, Tammy and Malaysia, they go dancing and they dancing. Malaysia showing Tammy how to dance. And she said, the way my hamstring is set up, Tammy's ass is stupid. Malaysia said she doesn't want to make up with Jennifer either. You're not going to use me as a pawn. You're not going to lie on me. You're not going to talk about your friend and then talk about her children. And then think shit is going to be cool, and it's not. And that's it. They go to the showcase. Jen comes in. Jen, she's delusional. I always come in peace. No. And Malaysia's like, I don't even want to be around this bitch at all. I don't want to be around her. And Tammy walked away to go get a drink when Jennifer and them walked in. And Jennifer sat down where Tammy was sitting. Bitch, Tammy made Jennifer. Tammy made Jennifer get up, bitch. She said, I fucking love it. Get up. I was sitting here. Y'all can't sit in my seat. It's all right. It's cool. Whatever. No, bitch, get your fucking ass up before you get stomped into this booth. Because Tammy, Malaysia ain't playing with you. They're not playing with you. And those are the ones, Tammy, Malaysia, and OG. They're the ones. But Malaysia, I don't know about Malaysia. Malaysia with the table, okay, we get it. We heard that Malaysia could, she's trained to go. Remember Malaysia said she was trained to go? Come on, what are y'all doing? And what happened? So she told her to get up and move, and they moved. Her and Dominique, they was like, what? Get your ass up. Get up, girl. So what's her name? What's her name said Phoebe to OG. So Phoebe starts talking to OG and saying, I'm scared. I don't know how to go about this and this and that. So Phoebe says, OG says, so I heard Jackie told me that the song was about me. So what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So what's up? And she was like, well, I'm tired of talking about it. Every time somebody does some bullshit to somebody, why is that? Why is it when you're the person who did wrong, the person who did wrong is always telling the person that has been done wrong to move past it. Get over it. We're past it. I don't know. Like Jennifer to Evelyn, let's just move past it. Phoebe is like, I don't want to talk about it. No, bitch, you said it. We're going to talk about it today. Bitch. Jackie's like, we gotta keep the folks honest. We're gonna bring it up and da-da-da-da. Okay. She said, what did she say? I don't feel like talking about it. And then she said, well, Cece ain't your friend. I forgot how they got to Cece. Well, see, I guess she brought up Cece. I can't remember. And she said, well, Cece ain't your friend. She was like, yes, she's my friend. She's like, no, she's not. And then Jennifer chimes in. And Jennifer, just like James Colwell said, it was James Colwell. It was either James Colwell or Funky Doniva who said, Jennifer just got back in. It was Funky Doniva. Jennifer just got back in. And as soon as she get her panky toe back in, she gonna be back to the mean girl messy bullshit. And here on this episode, here she is. Well, I heard, and it didn't come from me, it comes from Kristen. Kristen sitting over there like, I mean, if y'all want to see the text messages, they right here. Baby, they looking at the text message. As soon as they start, before they start looking at the text message, Cece arrives at her call time. So Cece gets there, and they like, okay, what the fuck is going on? They bring it up. Cece, of course, doesn't want to. It doesn't. This is stupid. Why should I feel like I'm being ambushed? No, you're just being held accountable. If that feels like an ambush, bitch, get used to it. Get fucking used to it. So I'm gonna try to figure out. Kristen shows the text messages. OG is reading them, and she's like, bitch, what the fuck is up? You called her a ugly ass hoe and said she didn't know how to dress, and you're gonna say that, oh, I don't remember if I said that or not. Tammy said, hold up. Bitch, this is not what we gonna do. It's typed right here. You said it. Kristen has the messages. You see, next week she's trying to say that the messages were manipulated. Girl, shut the fuck up. Just own up to the shit. That's the problem that I have with people. That I have issue with people owning up to the shit, because I feel like you fucking with you trying to insult my intelligence, and I have a problem with that. So when you start acting like, oh, I don't know what to do, and start batting your eyelashes and all this other, oh, I don't know, and it could have been this, and she could have made it up, and this and that. Why would she make that up? Is she that mad at you? What have you done so bad to Kristen that she would make something up on you? Cece, you a little liar. You a little doe-eyed liar, honey. And you got these people fooled because the people don't like Kristen. And, you know, I don't particularly care for Kristen either. Okay? But at the same time, bitch, what are you trying to do? At no time has she taken accountability. It's always someone else. It's always, you know, somebody is ambushing her, or not telling the truth, or I don't know where it come from, or I don't even remember saying that. Well, you don't have to remember, luckily, because it's in a text message right here, my love. Tammy says, when Tammy gets up, Jackie claps like, yes, somebody needs to say something. Jackie, I don't know why Jackie's not saying anything. I don't know what is Jackie just trying to stay out of the mess. I don't know, but it looked like next week her and Malaysia get into it because somebody said something again about somebody's children being dirty or something, or ugly or something. Somebody said something about somebody's kids, Malaysia's kids. And Jennifer, again, is in the mess, again, bringing it up. So we're going to see what's going to happen. But the thing with OG and the thing with Cece, now, what do y'all think? First of all, the text messages are old. So knowing that Kristen wasn't fucking with OG, that, you know, could be the reason why she held him for so long. But why would she, you know, now that she's mad at Cece, she's going to share the ammunition. That's why you got to be careful with folks, honey. You just got to be careful with folks. And here's the thing. You really don't have to be careful with folks. You just have to stand in your shit. If you say it behind the person's back, say it to their face. If you cannot say it to their face, don't type it anywhere. And if this is what she should have did. Like, if you was really a bit about that shit, you would have said, yes, I said it, OG. I was mad. I didn't know you. I thought you dressed different. You do dress different. I mean, come on. I mean, and be honest. And I apologize. I should not have said you look like a man. I apologize. I was, you know, trying to back up Kristen. You know, just own up to it. All this hemming and hawing and batting and looking around and shit like you don't know what the fuck is going on. She ended up leaving the little showcase. She came and didn't want to own up to her shit and left. Everybody left. I mean, everybody stayed but her. So why is it that OG has to own up to the shit she said? Kristen has to own up. Jennifer has to own up. Evelyn has to own up. Everybody got to own up to the shit that they have said but you. Jennifer, she don't own up either. She just ready to, you know, bring it in. Bring it in. Bring in the hugs. Let's not talk about it anymore. Because I don't want to be held accountable either. So, I don't know. I don't know if they're just trying to back OG up, and that's the reason why they're like, no, Cece needs to be exposed, because she's really not owning up to nothing that she's ever said or done. Nothing. You're not even owning up to say that you told OG that Byron and Thomas weren't biologically linked. Biologically son and father and son, or whatever the fuck. You can't even own up to that, bitch. Like, and that's the problem. That's, to me, it's a character flaw. That's not going to go anywhere. All that batting eyes and, oh, woe is me, and I feel ambushed. All these black women are ambushing me. Girl, no, get the fuck up out of here. That's it, like K. Michelle says. Get the fuck up out of here. Okay? I have told y'all from the beginning, I don't care for Cece. I don't even care for Kristen, to be honest. But I see Cece. You understand? Cecilia Rodriguez. I see you, girl. We see you. We see the type that get around a man with kids, and then she act a certain way. When it's close to time to get married, she starts trying to separate motherfuckers. Honey, I've seen it. I've seen it. So the behaviors look similar. I'm able to call them out. Oh, okay. I done seen that before. Humans we different, but our patterns of behavior, they don't fall too short from one group of people to another. It doesn't. Okay? I've seen it before. I said Cece is a big ass liar and don't take no accountability. And that's what it is. And we're going to see next week. I don't know. Evelyn, what was Evelyn talking about? She wasn't really that much involved. She just didn't go to Phoebe's little showcase. And I fast forwarded through through Phoebe stuff. Like literally fast forwarded. So I don't know. I don't know. I did. What else? I don't want to talk about Queen Sugar because I don't think I have enough time to talk about Queen Sugar. Y'all want to talk about Queen Sugar? Okay, come on. All right. The meal. They sitting at the arson. Nova shows up giving advice. Bitch, you don't get to say that to me. Okay? That's what Charlie said. You don't get to say it to us. And there is no we, bitch. Nova, first of all, why the fuck are you here, number one? Number two, if you wanted to be there, you should shut your big mouth. I wonder what sign is Nova. Shut up. Nobody is feeling you right now. You still on the outs. Now you gonna come in here trying to tell Charlie what to do about her goddamn meal? Girl, shut up. Be quiet. But I tell you, Charlie turned around. Them motherfucking actors are they are really good. And the way Ralph Angel, did y'all see how Ralph Angel cut his eyes at Nova, baby? Oh, they are so mad at Nova. There is no we. You don't get to say that to me before we do anything harsh. Bitch, you wrote a whole fucking book and went on a whole goddamn tour, bitch. What the fuck are you talking about? So Vi she's sitting there eating pie. I love it. She's sitting there eating pie. Here comes Sam Landry. He walk in the door. Hi Vi, how you doing? Long time. What'd he say? She's like, honey, I didn't summon you for I said, come on, bitch. I didn't summon you for pleasantries. I said, come on, Vi, bitch. That's the matriarch. You understand? I didn't summon you for these goddamn pleasantries. I want you to take the dogs off of my niece. And y'all doing the most out here. Y'all doing too much. I didn't say anything when y'all came up in my goddamn diner. But y'all gonna fix this shit with Charlie because you done burned her fucking meal down. He said, I didn't burn her meal down. I wouldn't do that. I take care of, what he say? I take care of my land and my businesses. I wouldn't do no shit like that. Now, do y'all believe these? Ooh, I almost called him CRACKERS. Lady. Do y'all believe him? Do y'all believe? Because Francis said the same thing. That's that bitch name, Francis. Francis tried to get, Francis, see, I don't see how I would have jumped on Francis. Me and Francis would have been all over that desk, honey. All your little linens, all your little curtains would have been torn down and everything, baby. Francis tried to get, okay, let me get to it. He said, that's not my style, Sam Landry said. That's not something that I would do. And she says, well, I need to call in my favor. And he looked like shocked. So we need to find out what the favor. They always dropping some shit. It's above me. That's what Sam Landry said. He said, it's above me. It's nothing, it's out of my hands. I really can't do nothing about it. And that's what you remember that politician, that lady that was helping Charlie, that convinced Charlie to run for city council? She said it's the people that is dealing with this stuff, they worse than the Landrys. So when he said it's above me, basically, it's nothing that I can do. I can't do nothing. She said, well, it is something that you could do and you're going to do it and I'm calling in my favor. So whatever the favor is, I don't know what that is or what it's about. Charlie and Ralph Angel go visit Frances Landry. And Frances, they start talking. Oh, Charlie, I'm so sorry about what happened, girl. Why don't you clean yourself up? You're out of control. You're not thinking right. You know, come on, girl. So Charlie gets upset. And she starts saying, you know, who are you working for? Who owns you? And this and that. And Frances had to remind Charlie, bitch, we was just talking about we was sisters, bitch. We was just making a little extra cash together, bitch. Don't get brand new. Because you kept me close as your enemy. I was doing the same thing. Didn't I tell y'all? Frances keeps letting Charlie know, we ain't really that different, girl, because we doing stuff to protect our families. Now, we might be more powerful than you and can do all this other stuff, but we're no different. And I don't hold the moral value. That's why I be trying to tell y'all niggas about these folks. The moral value that they fed to you to enslave you and what you abide by now, and that's why you're so respectable when you come in contact with them. That ain't even the Lord that they praise, honey. They don't even have the morals or the values that you hold yourself to in how you treat these racist folks. I'm trying to tell y'all, don't see a lot of the behavior that we do, a lot of folks do, and I used to do it, and I no longer do it anymore, thank God, is that you behave in a way, and it can be called respectability politics or respectability, because a lot of us have this idea that we do not want these people to look at us in a way that they will look at us regardless. So you don't want to act like a nigga. You know, these are people who use nigga in a way that they use it. So you don't want to appear like that to them. So you don't behave in a way because you don't want them to say, see, I told y'all you was animals. I told y'all you was savages. I told y'all. No, you get savage with these motherfuckers, okay? Like I be seeing all these videos of people telling people to go back to where they came from. Let me tell you, when you come into contact with somebody like that, it's only two things you need to do: hawk and spit. That's it. People grabbing their purses when you walk by. As soon as they get in earshot of you, you yell boo in their motherfucking ear. Do you understand me? So I don't know all this respectability, the way that we move, and we hold this moral high ground, like, you know, karma and all this other stuff. They don't even abide by the same rules. You ain't even fighting with the same artillery. So that's what it is. So she goes off on Charlie, right? She said, don't question me, gal. I said, oh, bitch. Wait a minute, bitch. Did you call this girl gal in 2019? Don't question me, gal. And you lucky that you needed to be put in your place, is what she told her. You needed to be put in your place for your thing, but we did not burn your meal down. So this is second Landry saying they didn't burn the meal down. You came down here and tainted this area with your nouveau riche sports money. You ain't nothing but a mulatto trying to be a white woman. I said, oh no, bitch, no, she didn't. Bitch, no, she didn't. Charlie came back and said, bitch, you would never. She said, I guess that's your mama's fault. Your mama did that. You don't ever talk about my mom. You best keep my mama's name out your motherfucking mouth, bitch, because you'll always be irrelevant, honey. Frances looked like she wanted to throw up. I said, Charlie, get her ass together, bitch. And Ralph Angel recorded the whole thing. What about sisterhood? Why would you say sisterhood? That's what Charlie said to Frances. Why would you say that we were sisters? I did the same thing you did, sis. We're playing the art of war. You stay close to your enemies. You did the same thing I did. So we're no different. I keep trying to tell y'all. Frances keeps letting Charlie know. Like the last time when her and Charlie was face to face, and she let her know, bitch, you're no different than me. You ain't no different. You doing shrewd shit to protect your family. We can reference the Game of Thrones. You do stuff to protect your family. Whatever you need to do to protect your family. And that's what Charlie is doing. That's what the Landrys are doing. We don't like what the Landrys are doing. But would you do the same thing if it came to your family? Or are you just so morally superior to these people that you wouldn't do that because karma? Come on. No, these people are not playing by the same rules. And you keep losing because you want to be ready for the hereafter. They don't give a fuck about the hereafter. They want it now. Like that white nationalist told you. We want it now. I'm alive now. I want it now. I'm not waiting for nothing. And I'm going to teach my kids to want it now. Over and over, and generation into generation. She said, now here's the one thing that Frances mentioned. She asked her, why did you sick your son? I can't remember his name now. I can't remember that boy's name. The one that kind of reminds me of Harry Connick Jr. She said, is that why you sicked old boy on me? She said, no, I don't have nothing to do with that. They don't worry about tainting the bloodline. So here's my theory. They don't worry about tainting the bloodline, but they always come back. So just like Sam. So you saw Sam smiling in Vi's face. So there's something going on there. Then you saw the other boy in Charlie's face. So she has an issue with the white men in the family being up under these black women because they don't have a problem with taking the bloodline, but they always come back. I think that Vi had a baby by Sam Landry. That's that baby, and that's why that man killed that baby, or killed her, or beat her up, or something. That's what I think. I think the baby that Vi had is Sam Landry's baby. Okay, that's what I think. I might be way off, but that's just what I think, because Sam don't have no problem with taking the bloodline. And then we already just saw him smiling and trying to, hey, Vi, how you doing? And la la la. No. Okay? So she said, so I need to know what's up. Y'all, what is your theory behind that statement that Frances made? I was like, okay, Frances, we see you, bitch. Frances said they don't have a problem with taking the bloodline. What do y'all think that means, okay? Nova comes into the diner. When she walked in, I said, Nova, why? Girl, why are you at Vi's diner? What are you doing? Like, it's just like you want to get beat up. There's a scene with her and the cop. See, this is too long. That's why I'm telling you, I got a lot of notes. We're going to have to wait. What time is it? Okay, anyway. All right. So Prosper tells a story. He tells a story that he went to beat up the man that was going to come and harm Nova. And then he heard the mother singing to Ralph Angel, and all came to an epiphany and stopped. Took the man to the hospital. I don't believe Prosper. Took the man to the hospital, and what Nova saw at how old was she? 14 years old, 13 years old, 12 to 14, very young. What she saw was not what she saw. What she saw was her father burying his clothes in the bat that he beat the man with. I don't believe it. Where did the men go? Why did they disappear? What happened? So we need to see how all of this is going to come full circle, because I don't believe Prosper. You know why I don't believe Prosper? Because when they told the story, that story was being told to Vi, when Vi heard that story being retold, she got so upset. Now y'all digging up old bones. Remember? So why did she react like that if not somebody killed somebody? Why would she react that way to him burying a bat in some clothes? Why wouldn't she clear that up? Here's one thing. A lot of people like Nova accused her father of murder and da 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 da. She was 12 to 14 years old. You in the dark woods. You don't know what you see. This is the issue. We have too many family secrets. Now, Nova thought she saw her father bury two men. Her whole life thought this. Never once did she think to ask her dad, her aunt, anybody. She kept that story to herself until she put it in a book. Vi reacted in a way that you digging up old bones. You're doing the most, Nova. But Prosper tells a story that it's not so bad. So everybody online is like, Nova's accused her father of murder. You got to remember the perspective of a 12 to 14-year-old looking at something and then living in a family where there's family secrets, not allowed to ask questions. You can't do this, you can't do that. That's the reason why family secrets are so detrimental to the family, because you have a little girl looking at her father thinking her whole life, thinking her father murdered two people for her. Now, we don't know what it is, because I don't believe Prosper. I just don't. Because he was like, come here, let me talk to you. Like, let me straighten this shit out. Because his ass was probably out there helping, okay? So, we got to figure out what the fuck. I don't believe Prosper. I just don't, y'all. Do y'all believe Prosper? He was burying his pain. I wrote bullshit. You ain't So Ra and Deja, they have a good scene together. That was a good scene with them when after he loses his funding, or they got a review for his program, and he was, Deja was talking to him and telling him about sharing their vulnerability. That's intimacy. Vulnerability is intimacy. You saw how they were being vulnerable with each other, and how he told her that he just feels like he's cursed, and how do you get these blessings, and where do these blessings always come from, and things like that. And she says, she tells a story about what happened with her, and then they start kissing and stuff. That was a really great scene. Deja finally meets Darla. Darla is clearly going through it, and she keeps calling Ralph Angel, and I don't know if he recognizes it, but I think that he does need to have a conversation with his new love interest and say, this is, maybe she's read the book, so she kind of maybe understands Darla a little bit from Nova's perspective, but I don't know. I don't know. She's going through it. She calling him, crying and everything. I just want to check on you, and it was just real awkward. Hollywood and Vi's back home. Farmers are leaving Charlie. They were like, your mill is burned down. We're gonna be losing money and stuff like that. So Prosper said he'll talk to him. So they sit down and have a family dinner. Charlie is breaking down. She's clearly having a panic attack, anxiety attack. You see Charlie through all of this. She keeps she can't sleep. She's restless. She ends up going down to the mill. And Sam Landry comes down there, and he was like, he told her again, I wouldn't do this. And it seemed like he was trying to tell her something. He wanted to tell her something, and she was like, get out of my face, don't talk to me, I don't believe shit you say, and nothing like that. So here's the thing, and this is the crazy part about slave owners and slaves. It's a weird relationship, and that's what I was looking like. I was thinking the Landrys will fight you, right? But they're not gonna. I feel like it's a weird thing, because you know how slave owners would act like they cared about the slaves, and they would do things for them, but at the same time, they're enslaved and abused, right? And so there's this thing with the Landrys and the Bordelons, where it's like, basically, we're the only people that will hurt you. Like, we're the only people that can hurt you. We're not going to allow anybody else to hurt you. I don't know why. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all understand what I'm saying, but hopefully. Nova and the cop, she was like crying, my family cut me off, I lost my family. It wasn't like, they looked at me like I wasn't even a part of them, not even like a stranger, but like an enemy. Honey, because what's his name cut his eyes at Nova. I said, Ralph Angel, he cut his eyes, fine ass. Charlie was sitting there drinking wine. Nova and the cop and Micah. The new generation reminds her that, bitch, he was still a cop. So I don't know what the fuck. Here, let me go. I don't want anybody in my business. She's still saying, Micah tells Nova, he was a cop. I don't understand. And a white cop. Have you been with him this whole time? She was like, no, you read the book and this and that. He looking like, girl, he was a cop. You don't think so? To me, I feel like every time Nova she does some dumb shit, because I'm like, you've been with this man, sleeping with this man, and all this stuff, and you have never asked this white cop, has he used excessive force on black people? He tells her he's never used excessive force, but hey, he's witnessed it and he didn't do nothing. At least he was honest. But honey, we're not sleeping together. We're not doing that. That's gross. I don't care. I'm like, no, but you so damn dumb. Like, and it took Micah to like, bitch, he was a cop. The fuck? And I don't care, because the way that they operate, it's not like, I have this, oh my God, please don't hit him, please don't choke him, please don't shoot him. They not doing that. And for her to like believe that, he's a good guy, he's not like that, he wouldn't hurt no black and brown people. Child, please. Michael was paying him dust, honey. Let's see. Ralph Angel releases his employee. Charlie goes down to Queen Sugar Mill, and she was at home. She couldn't rest. He comes up. He was like, I didn't do this. And then Sam, she said something about being respectful, and he said, I warned you about my sister, and she told him, I will never believe anything you say. I don't know. I think it's really like a slave owner and a slave mentality that the Landrys have. Like, we will hurt you, but because you are our property, we're not going to let anybody else hurt you. We wouldn't do this to you, right? Because basically, you know, we will take your land from you. We will try and do everything to take your land from you, but we're not going to do anything to destroy you. Like, it's a weird kind of space to be in. What else? Charlie is about to drink some wine. Her boyfriend comes in, and it's in the paper. Somebody put it in the paper. I said, God damn, Charlie, if it's not one fucking thing, it's another. It was you who told those men to go out and work in the hurricane, and they ended up dying. These are people's lives. I understand you lost your meal. I understand you lost your company and your business. But these are people's lives. Is this who you are? She said, yeah, I guess it is. Francis told that lady, y'all not any different. And that's the thing about Charlie. We want Charlie to win. We want the family to win because of the situation with the Landrys. But you're going to have to understand that you're going to have to do some things for your family that may not be a scripture in the Bible. And that's just what it is. We made it, y'all. We did all of it. Queen Sugar and Basketball Wives. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let's get down in the comments. I wanted to do 2 separate videos so the comments can be kind of focused, but it's okay. We can get down there. We can talk about Queen Sugar and Basketball Wives. You guys have a wonderful day. Take care of each other and protect your energy.